I'm back. What's up, everyone? Roger Alvarado here. First and foremost, just want to say thank you for being patient. I just recently moved. I've had a lot of things going on at work, so just been very busy, and my studio is not set up. My room is not even fully set up. I know it's been a while. Happy World Cup to everyone. Go Mexico. And happy Pride Month to everyone out there. Today I'm just going to give you a quick review. I'm doing it here in my living room, no special studio or anything like that. So recently, guys, I did a double feature. As you might have seen on my social media, I went to go see Ocean's 8 and Tag. So today I'm going to be giving you a non-spoiler review on those. So first I'm going to do Ocean's 8 and then I'm going to do Tag. So let's get right to it, guys. So first up, I saw Ocean's 8. Now, this movie I was very excited for because I really enjoyed Ocean's 11, Ocean's 12, Ocean's 13, which are the predecessors to this film. And I really loved the way that Steven Soderbergh directed those and just the vibe that it gave. And, you know, you got a whole bunch of characters. You got Brad Pitt, you got George Clooney, all these people, Matt Damon. And they're just fun heist films. So I was very excited for Ocean's 8. I love that they're doing a woman angle. And I love that it's Danny Ocean's sister, so there's continuation there. Getting right into it, guys, I have to say this movie was pretty underwhelming. It wasn't terrible. I'm not going to say it was a bad movie. It just did not live up to the hype of the original movies. There's just something about those original films that there's hype, there's a swagger to them, and I can't say that this movie had that. Unfortunately, walking out, I did feel underwhelmed, but I can say that the best parts of this movie for me were definitely the actresses. You got Sandra Bullock heading off the cast. You got a whole bunch of names. Mindy Kaling, Rihanna's in there. I mean, it's pretty crazy. Other than that, I do have to say that the rest of the movie, it was a solid movie, but I do have some negatives, and those negatives are going to be that the heist itself, I get it, it makes sense, but a lot of the movie is just very unrealistic as far as like, you know, I've heard some people say that, oh, the heist is not too dangerous, it's not as, you know, it's not as difficult as, you know, the ones in the original Ocean's 11, Ocean's 12, Ocean's 13 movies. And I would kind of agree with that, but then I would also have to say that it doesn't have to be like that. I just think that there was so many times in the movie where things were like, really, okay, that just happens to happen, or I don't know. There were so many unbelievable areas of this film that which it really sucks, you know, because I think the original Ocean's trilogy did such a great job of kind of making things seem realistic. I'm not saying they were extremely realistic, but in this movie, I just feel like it lacked, you know, that aspect of it where I could actually see it happening. There were a few moments where I said, I don't know if this would really go that way, or like, wow, that's just super lucky of you. You know, other than that, guys, I have to say that the movie was decent. It was solid. But I mean, even Anne Hathaway, who I do like, she did a good job. But I don't know, guys. This movie I can just say is average. I'm not going to say that it's fantastic, and I'm not going to say that it's terrible. I think it's something that you don't have to go to the theaters to go watch. I'd say, like, if it ends up on Netflix, or if, you know, you see it at a Redbox, whoever uses Redbox still, you know, check it out. But I wouldn't say buy it on Blu-ray or anything like that, which kind of sucks because I was really hyped for this movie. Yeah, it was just a generally good movie. I was not wowed at all, but I wasn't, you know, it wasn't terrible either. So that's the real breakdown for Ocean's 8. So now, guys, I'm going to talk about Tag, which is actually the complete opposite of Ocean's 8. I wasn't really looking forward to this movie. I saw the trailer and I was like, oh, that's interesting. It's based on a true story. Like, oh, that might be interesting to check out. It wasn't something I was really excited for. And man, I walked away being pleasantly surprised by that movie. It was really funny. I mean, yeah, it's a comedy, so you kind of know what you're going to expect. But the idea that it was based on a true story and that these friends have been playing tag for over 30 years, you know, it was such an awesome premise, and I think the story really lended to the actors that were in it. I gotta say, for me, by far the standout is Jeremy Renner. His character, you know, I know you got Ed Helms and you got some of the other guys in there, but Jeremy Renner, I thought they made his character so cool. I know you see it in the trailers, but there's a lot more things that of his character that aren't in the trailers that I think is worth checking out. So yeah, I was pleasantly surprised by it. Some of the positives, I think that, you know, the comedy, obviously it's there, you know, it's great. I think that the way that the story unwinds is awesome, and I think the ending is, I'm not going to spoil it, but It's a very solid, very powerful ending, and it's a fun ending too. Like, it doesn't end on a downer or anything like that, but it's just very fun, and it's good. It's good. So yeah, some of the negatives, considering no film is perfect, I would say, are that there are some moments where they do take it a little too far. I mean, it's a comedy, and they're gonna want to stretch, some of the jokes, but there were a few moments where I'm like, all right, that's a little too much. Like, all right, that's BS. I'm not going to believe that. Like, all right, guys, you can stop with this joke now. You can stop with this bit. Other than those 4 or 5 minutes of that, the rest of the movie is fun. It's entertaining. And one thing that I really enjoyed about it was that there are different characters in it, and they each have their own style. You got the one guy that's careless. You got the one guy that cares too much, and all these things. And so that really helped out the story and made it not as boring or not as basic. And so I think that's one thing that Ocean's 8 didn't really have, that there were a lot of characters, but we didn't really get a lot of time with each of those characters, as to where in Tag you get to see what each individual character is like, and it matches them and it works out. And so yeah, another thing that I thought was great was how they, in the trailer, obviously they kind of tell you a little bit about the game of tag, but I love how they incorporated the game and how it works into the movie. It wasn't just like, oh, hey, we're going to explain everything to you in the beginning. And like, no, as the movie goes by, you learn more and more about the game and the rules and regulations that they have. It's really interesting, and I love that at the end, guys, and this is not a spoiler at all. I would stay for the end credits, guys, because at the end credits, right before the credits roll, they do show some of the real guys that actually played this game and how they recorded themselves playing this game. So I think that's so cool. I think that's so special. Like, I was, I walked out feeling good. And then the end credits, there's a comedic bit in there that I think you should stay for. It's fun. But yeah, I was pleasantly surprised by Tag, and I thought it was a fun movie. Something I would definitely recommend Tag for you guys if you want to go and have a good time with your friends, or just get your buddies around. I mean, not, girls and guys, like, get all your friends together, and it's just a fun Friday night movie. It's something that you can go check out with a date. It's just one of those, like, hey, let's just have a good time, maybe grab some beers, get some drinks or whatever, and just have a fun time. So that I really enjoyed Tag for that. Yeah, guys, that's it right there. I know it's two of them, very short, but this is what I have to do for now, guys. I promise as soon as I get my studio up and running, I'll be doing more things. So also, guys, make sure to like and subscribe if you like what you watch, so you can get more videos. Also, The Incredibles, I've seen it already. Not going to say anything right now, but there is a review coming up. Like I said, I just need you guys to be a little bit patient with me, and I appreciate that. So that's it for this review, guys, and we'll catch you next time.